Hey guys, how's it going? Eric Norris here. Just thought I'd talk to you guys a little bit about why reading is so important. I know it sounds so boring or lame or whatever, uh, but there is so much value into reading, um, especially when you're reading the right things. You could read and read and read and read the wrong stuff, and all it does is pollute your mind with nonsense. Or you could be very selective and intentional and pick certain books out that are really going to benefit you, that are really going to add value to your own life. A few of those books that have been for me have been a book called The Purpose Driven Life, written by Pastor Rick Warren. That's a phenomenal book that pretty much changed my life. Rich Dad Poor Dad, which I did a book review on my channel, so feel free and click on that if you'd like to see that. And it shifted my mindset of learning how to be smart with my money and how to leverage and invest properly. Another really good book is The 10X Rule, written by Grant Cardone. Anyway, the list goes on. I could sit here and talk about books, but I'm telling you, man, books can change your world for the better. It's kind of like it's the same scenario as if someone was to, people say you are influenced by the people you're around. Well, that is absolutely true. And it's the same thing with books. So if you're filling your mind, if you're sitting there on the couch and you're watching TV or something that's just mind numbing, you're not really engaging any brain cells in, you're not really going to get very far with it. So I highly recommend reading books. Some of the most successful people in the world, they'll sit there and read 4 hours a day, 2 hours a day, every single day. And when you gain that knowledge, it gives you better perspective and it gives you the ability to make better decisions in life. And so I'm reading. So we're in March right now. I have read, I lost count, but I think I've read about a dozen books already this year in just these 3 months. Granted, those were Audible books, but I still read every morning also with some other things that I physically read as well. I'm actually reading a real estate dictionary, as strange as that may sound. Talk about beneficial though, because you're literally reading all the terms and you're being reminded of what all these things do and how they come into play in real estate and how valuable that is for someone that is engaging and investing in real estate. But anyway, training your brain every day. Set some time aside to read, and I highly recommend doing it first thing in the morning. Fill your mind with something that's going to be positive, something that's beneficial, something that can carry you throughout your day. Reading is just is as boring or lame or unpopular as that sounds. It really is one of the most beneficial things you can do for your life. Grant Cardone actually talks about this in his Creating Wealth, one of his studies. I think it's part of the 10X Rule. I did the video version of that. No, did I read the book? I think I did both. I'm going to go back and revisit those books. That's another thing that's so important is, even though you might have read a book and you're like, yeah, I've been there, done that, it doesn't matter. You need to go back and read that book again, especially if it's something that has high value, something that is benefiting you in your life, because the second you slack off on anything, you're going to get bit in the butt. So you have to kind of be on top of your game, and that's why it's so important to go revisit those books that were very highly beneficial and motivational and inspirational for you. Grant Cardone talks about when you're investing, he talks about not investing in assets first. He says before you even do any kind of that investing, invest in yourself. And that's why it's so important to read. Warren Buffett, one of the most wealthy billionaires in the world, I think he sits about 4 hours a day sets time aside every day to read books. Bill Gates, Tai Lopez is another one that he started building his wealth on reading books and then shooting YouTube videos and talking about those books, doing like basically a summary or an overview. And he learned so much from that. He's just a very brilliant mind. There's so many benefits to it, you know. You just like making better decisions. That thing alone should drive someone to want to read and gain knowledge for their benefit. So anyway, I hope this found you well. I'll put a link below about some books that I recommend. And I hope you liked this. I'm starting to build my channel, so if you could please like and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you.